Here we go. You see this? This is where we are. We're using the inverter technology. The heart we've already got it. This is Japan. We picked Japan because they like to use bombs in space and blow up stuff and fling it off the asteroids. And as hilarious as that is, it has nothing to do with anything else but canon. Now, I want this to be for my son because I had some really profound fucking shit recently happened, and just in my own personal experience, I really think he might respond well to it, and it's from the fucking heart. Like, if I can't say anything else, that's a fact. I want to appeal to his humanity. The other day, I went into my dad's room. He had already fallen asleep, but I needed to get a paper to roll a cigarette. I didn't have any, and I saw him there, and he was trying to breathe, and it just, for whatever reason, it struck me. It just emotionally messed me up. It wasn't bad. I'm not saying it was bad, but it took a lot to like get my shit together after that. Like, feeling it, I felt it like real hardcore. I mean, it shook me, and I wanted to pick it back up where I can like stand myself back up, even saying it. I share this with everybody, but this is particularly for my son, because I don't want him to make the same mistake that I have in thinking that there is some sort of evil, and people are evil, and to deal with them so harshly. Because a lot of times what you find is people are just people. They're trying to figure out who they are. They don't know, and if you go around thinking that somebody's malevolently trying to get you or do you harm because they don't like you or they have hate for you, you find out that you're wrong almost 90% of the time, 99 even. There's very few cases where there's actually someone who is just that fucked up and hates you. It's usually just people, and I thought about it. I was like, when my dad dies, I don't have a fucking clue as to what I would be doing next, because was to be in that spot next to somebody before they go. And you don't know how that is. Nobody does until they're at that place. And I've been listening to this lady. She has a show, and it was funny because it was somebody who I was supposed to meet, somebody with the same name, and I already know somebody with the same face. She does the show. It's the Ariel. What is her full name? Hold on. Morocco. I think she's got 3 names. I can't think of it right now because I just told the part of the story, messed myself up. But they were talking about Jimmy from Detroit, and he's done all this stuff. He's got Ashtars reading off his crimes, and he doesn't remember any of it. I mean, in that version of the story, they're channeling and talking to somebody he hasn't seen on the spiritual side for like 1,000, 2,000, 3,000 years. I'm not sure. And then he's in the human form. The guy on the radio show, he's like, well, dang, I don't remember, and they don't know that we don't remember because someone has fragmented us or something down here. That's what's going on the earth with the human body. I just thought it was funny because on the same principle, there was no trouble. There could have had been better. There was deviation from the plan. There was even like a you're in trouble and we're taking you to galactic court because you have violations, and ultimately what solved them was the communication. So I know you don't want to answer me at this probable time. You didn't even answer Grandpa back, but you send a vital thing. I just want you to know that um, you got people who love you, and as far as I'm concerned, I'm trying to make the best of that use that I can. And there's only a very few people in the world that I love, and obviously my son is one of them. So there you go. That's my story. Bye.